It's summer 2025, and you know what that means. Time to catch up on all these sequels. Well, what I mean by that, I mean this season is just sequel season. There's Dan Da Dan, Kaiju No. 8, Dr. Stone, Rent-A-Girlfriend, Toilet Bound Hanako, Dress Up Darling, Rise the Shield Hero, Sakamoto Days. I could keep going on. Everything I just listed are season 2 or season 3 or season 4. Where are the original shows? I swear there are more second or third or fourth seasons than original shows this particular season. And look, a lot of these shows are great. Some are even peak, but sometimes I just want something new. Something where I don't need a recap video or to remember 15 characters over 3 years of source material, and also remember what the show was about because it came out like 2 years ago. Well, despite the sequel overload, this season actually has some real gems. Actually, some new titles and lesser known adaptations that kind of feel like a breath of fresh air. So here are 5 that aren't season 2s and are absolutely worth your time. You want chaos. You want energy. You want to laugh like a lunatic at completely random things. City, the animation is exactly that. Created by the same author behind Nichijou, Keiichi Arawi, and animated by the same studio, KyoAni, this is practically Nichijou 2.0. It's a slice of life turned up to 11. Instead of a school-focused weirdness of Nichijou, this takes place is, you guessed it, the city. But the tone, the comedy, the absurdity, all still here. If you loved Nichijou, this is basically more of what you loved with a new setting and a breath of fresh new characters.
多分あんたの友達になっとる何かの影響やと思う。誰にも言わんといて。こいつは一体何なん？お前を殺した。
Now, it's kind of rare to see a horror anime executed with a kind of calm unease. The Summer Hikaru Died is about a boy who realized his best friend isn't his best friend anymore, but something that looks like him. From the very first episode, it leers you with these visuals, these intimate pacing, and then twists your gut with every revelation. What makes this stand out isn't just the horror, it's the emotional weight, the show of mixes of grief, nostalgia, and tension in a way that creeps under your skin. It's not a jump scare, but it's definitely existential dread. And in a season with over-the-top action anime, this one is definitely a contrast for sure. Okay, technically this next one is a school romance, I know, but it feels mature. Karu Hana wa Rin Tusaku follows a quiet guy from a rough school and a refined girl from a top-tier academy. On paper, complete exact opposites. In execution, surprisingly grounded. What makes this work is how emotionally intelligent the writing is. People who read manga, and especially romance manga, know this is the romance manga, at least one of them. And the characters just don't fall into the tropes, they grow through actual conversations, small gestures, and shared experience. It's kind of a romance that builds gradually. And if you liked Insomniacs After School, or maybe even My Dress Up Darling, this kind of has the same softness with more grounded stakes. So if you've been craving for a shonen, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Tougen Anki might be your fix. It's fast, loud, and unapologetically a shonen. The story revolves around the war between two bloodlines, humans and descendants of demons. But where it gets interesting is the lore and pacing. The show throws you into the fire immediately while it borrows tropes, executes them with flair, the characters' design pops, the action scenes are tight, and there's just enough mystery in the world to keep you coming back. You can think of it as maybe Tokyo Ghoul? Blue Exorcist vibes? I mean, maybe there isn't really a genre to categorize this, but it's definitely something to look forward to. Now, the biggest one would have to be Lord of Mysteries. This is the sleeper hit that you should not sleep on. It is adapted from the #1 most popular web novel in China. Yes, #1. If you're a fan of Omniscient Reader, you'll feel right at home because, in fact, their fandoms are kind of overlapping because of how similar they are to the tone, to the detailed world building, slow and burn mysteries, and the MC that plays the long game. But what really pushes this anime over the edge is the animation. I don't know what China has been cooking, but they might be taking over Japan. Like, seriously. It might just be the best looking show this season. Maybe this year. The gothic steampunk setting, the surreal horror undertones, the camera work, it's just next level. It feels like anime Bloodborne meets Sherlock Holmes. And somehow that works. If you like shows that reward patience and detail, this one's for you. So yes, sequels rule this season. And it's getting harder to keep track of which arc we're on and where the story is unless you really love it and was looking forward to it. But if you want to see the summer 2025 gems, check these out. They're fresh, they're bold, in some cases, just weird enough to work. So if you're overwhelmed by the sequel pile, don't worry too much. There is still gems here for you. Anime's still got the range, you got to look past all of these sequels, and these are the new gems. Anime of the year? Maybe. We'll have to see, but surely these are a must try. Alright, that's all I have for today. Peace.